What can be said about this monumental monster movie that hasn't already been said? Godzilla is a classic, and above all, what makes this film so unique is its atmosphere. It would have been so easy for it to be a goofy giant dinosaur film with a man in a rubber suit, but it manages to be something that is yet to be matched. It's about a gigantic ancient monster that awakens after nuclear bomb tests over the Pacific Ocean. This atomic fire-breathing dinosaur attacks Tokyo with an unrelenting force. Tanks, missiles and planes cannot stop him as he stomps his way through the city, killing millions of people. In the end, it's up to an eye patch wearing scientist called Dr. Serizawa to help save the city. This film is bleak and dark. It's totally believable and highly entertaining. Godzilla is a metaphor for nuclear destruction, and that is heavily felt by this Japanese classic. I love the scene where Godzilla makes his first appearance over the hill. His roar is so terrifying. If you haven't seen the film that gave birth to the King of Monsters, then stop what you're doing and watch it now. But remember to catch the original, because there's 30 other films. Yes, 30. Now if you're sitting there thinking, well gosh, I only thought there was only a few Godzilla movies, then keep watching. I won't go into detail with each film, so let me divert in this video to explain the titles and order of all 30 Godzilla movies, not counting the various cartoon series, parodies, or the 1969 short film Bambi Meets Godzilla. You can find that on the internet. So okay, there are 3 prominent series of Godzilla movies, all made by the Japanese company Toho. The first series is called the Showa series and spans from 1954 to 1975. The films in this series are Godzilla, Godzilla Raids Again, King Kong vs Godzilla, Mothra vs Godzilla, Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, Invasion of the Astro Monster, Godzilla vs the Sea Monster, Son of Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters, Godzilla's Revenge, Godzilla vs Hedorah, Godzilla vs Gigan, Godzilla vs Megalon, Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla, Terror of Mechagodzilla. The second series is called the Heisei series and spans from 1985 to 1995. This is my personal favourite series as it's so flashy and just full of that 80s and 90s goodness. The films in this series are Godzilla 1985, Godzilla vs Biolantine, Godzilla vs King Ghidorah, Godzilla vs Mothra, Battle for Earth, Godzilla vs Mechagodzilla 2, Godzilla vs Space Godzilla, Godzilla vs Destroyer. The third series in the Toho collection is the Millennium series and spans from 1999 to 2004. The films in this series are Godzilla 2000, Godzilla vs Megaguirus, Godzilla Mothra and King Ghidorah Giant Monsters All Out Attack, Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla, Godzilla Tokyo SOS, and Godzilla Final Wars. Now there are currently 2 American-produced Godzilla movies. Godzilla from 1998 starring Matthew Broderick, and the latest one, Godzilla from 2014 with Bryan Cranston. Altogether, that is 30 movies covering 60 years. Now most of you watching this from Japan and from the US will know this already, but here in the UK there's only a tiny handful of people who are aware of the other 28 movies. Toho and the subsequent other companies really need to release a huge box set on DVD and Blu-ray so the rest of the world can enjoy these classic movies, or heck, just drop the ridiculous region codes and then we can buy them from America and Japan with not having to buy some stupid DVD player that's region 0 or whatever it is. Anyway, I think that sort of proves Godzilla's legacy. It's unmatched. He's known as the King of Monsters and the title fits. Although, maybe he should be known as the God of Monsters.